Hi, welcome to the Laughing Tavern. Today we're here to talk about, yes, Quest and Whiskey, obviously. I love them, the folks at Find Familiar Spirits, Quest and Whiskey, Matthew Lillard, Justin Ware, Molly Troop, the entire team doing amazing things over there. But all of these things right here are higher end price points. So they sit on my shelf, I break them out and sip them on special occasions. Everybody in my D&D party gets a sip once they come in. But after that, they're pretty much designed to be sipped on. But 2 weeks ago, they announced a new line, a line of affordable whiskey that will always be kept in stock, not like these, which are limited runs. Quest End's NPC, Master of the Thieves Guild. It is 90 proof. It is supposed to be shared and mixed into cocktails. So, because it's supposed to be mixed into cocktails, we're going to be doing a taste test as well today as the unboxing and discussing of the Brave or Knave dice game that comes with it. We'll be doing a taste test 3 ways. Neat, on the rocks, and a quick old-fashioned with no fruit. I'm just going to keep it simple for today. So, let's take a look and see what's in this box from Quest and Whiskey. This arrived in a box like this. Plain box, the word fragile on one side. Much different packaging than what you get with their Quest End, which has maps on the box. It's a wonderful box. So, this leads you to think that Master of Thieves Guild. Let's keep it secret, keep it safe. So, what do we get in the box? Comes with eggshell type packaging. Let me make sure I can open this without busting it open. So, there it is. Very nice. Hi, this is Future Rich. Unfortunately, I had recorded this video all the way through, made a neat and on the rocks and an old-fashioned, talked about the dice game, all of that, only to find out during editing that everything after the introduction and when I pulled the box out had no audio. So, that is why, now that you see the bottle, it is kind of low. It was not delivered to me low. I made 3 drinks with it and then had a couple more shots with my wife and I because it is that good. So, I'm going to do this all again. So, in the box, you get this beautiful bottle. It has a regular label on it. It is not an embossed label like the previous Quest Ends had, which helps out the price point, which keeps it down at the reasonable $55. You do get the HP marker on the side, brief description on the back of what the Master of the Thieves Guild is, and the QR code, which takes you to the Brave or Knave rules. So, really quick, let's talk about Brave or Knave. Every order of Quest End's NPC Master of Thieves Guild comes with a dice bag and a D20. The D20 has the Quest End's dragon as the 20. This is to be used for their dice game created by Matthew Lillard and Justin Ware called Brave or Knave. Basically, I don't want to go too deep into the rules because 1, buy it for yourself to find out, and 2, my party and I will be actually playing this for an actual play next week. So, come back for that video and we'll dive into all the rules. Then, however, really quick, basically, every player starts with 5 fingers. 1 player will roll the dice. After the result is determined, say it's a 12, everybody will say Brave or Knave. Brave meaning they can roll higher than the number rolled, in this case say a 12, Knave be lower. The first person who speaks up gets the dice and they roll. If they roll what they called, so for Brave higher, Knave lower, they succeed. If they fail, they lose a finger. And here's the cool part. If you lose a finger, you cannot use that finger to roll the dice later in the game. So, it gets harder and harder to grip that dice and roll it if you can't use certain fingers. There's also other rules regarding personal numbers. Cool rules with a 1 and a 20. But like I said, come back next week and watch us actually play the game to learn how to play it or order it for yourself. So now let's move on to actually mixing the drinks. Again, because like I said before, audio kicked out, so this is going to be my second time going through these. So, all right, let's crack this open again. Oh, smells so good. Just going to do a little bit for the neat. Do a little bit more for the on the rocks. And I'm going to do a quick old fashioned. I'm just going to pour an ounce or two into my shaker. I am not doing any fruit. I'm going to keep this simple. I want to let the flavors of the whiskey shine. But I am going to try and keep it not so sweet with the simple. Right, I'm going to try and do a bar spoonful. If I can. The first time this one poured on me kind of hard. Let's see what this one is like. There we go. Okay. Just a bar spoonful. Let's stir it up. Let's add a couple shakes of Angostura bitters. Let's keep the bar top clean here. Give that a quick stir. Let's just pour that in. Let that sit for a second. Let's start with the neat. Smells good. Smells very smooth. One of my buddies laughed at me when I said that, like, Dragon smelled very smooth, or Paladin smelled very smooth. You don't get that whiskey burn smell. This has the same thing. You get the smell of the whiskey. You get the smell of the vanilla. It just smells wonderful. You get a little bit of that whiskey burn on the back end initially. But it's a very subtle vanilla and toffee flavor that comes through. I don't get any of the hint of mint with the neat. So let's taste the old fashioned initially here. Let's see what this is before it sits too long. Again, this, oh my God, it smells so good. That is an absolutely crushable, and I mean crushable, old-fashioned. You can chug the hell out of this one. And that's without a Luxardo cherry or an orange or any other kind of fruit. I can absolutely see mixing other bitters in here. I use the regular Angostura, but mixing the black walnut, oh, I think that would just give it a depth of flavor. Oh my God, so good. Oh, you get a little bit more of the menthol, a little bit of the whisper of mint, just like I did with Druid. Other people in my party got a bigger hint of the menthol. I did not. I like just the subtle little hint. Looking for some water. I forgot my water, but oh well. I'll just go with the one on the rocks here. Man, that is just, it finishes well. It's subtle. The higher end Quest End run has more explosive flavor. And that's why you don't want to mix them in cocktails. You can, but why would you want to? 102 proof whiskey being mixed in cocktails is kind of a waste. That's designed to be sipped on. This is 90. I like Elijah Craig for my old fashions, and this is so much better. But this has got a nice, subtle, smooth flavor. You don't get that explosive flavors, at least I'm not. But it just, oh, so good. So good. The folks at Find Familiar Spirits Quest and Whiskey, like I said in the intro, Matthew Lillard, Justin Ware, Molly Troop, wonderful again. This is definitely worth buying. It's $55, $48 if you're a fan club member, definitely worth it. Shipping is the same whether it's one bottle or two. highly recommend you go ahead and just spend the money and get 2 bottles. The percentage of shipping will be worth it then. It's worth it now, but you'll see. But it is, oh man, I just can't stop drinking this old fashioned. So again, they knocked it out of the park over there at West End. Just totally. They don't pay me for these. I do these videos because I love the product. I don't get anything for free from them. They don't ask me to do any reviews. I just do them because I love the product. It's definitely worth it. Join the fan club. Come join the Discord with us. We talk about everything, not just geeky, nerdy stuff. We do talk about videos and pets and gardens. We also did an AMA with Matthew Lillard last week. He answered a lot of questions. He even had to go do a telephone interview, came back, and finished answering some questions. So they take the time. They appreciate the fans. They really, truly do. And you can tell because of the love that goes into each and every single one of these bottles. Well done, Quest End. Well done, Find Familiar. Looking forward to see what the next NPC is going to be. As I said, come back next week for the actual play of Braver Knave. And I hope to play it for my 50th birthday when all my gaming buddies from Virginia come on up later this month. We're going to just add more players and see how it goes. So, like, subscribe. I'm shooting for 500 subscribers by the end of July. 500 for my 50th. That's what I'm looking for. So please, help me out. Hit that subscribe. If you haven't already, let me know why. I want to create videos that you want to see. So if I'm not doing something you like, or if I'm doing something wrong, let me know. I'll be more than happy to work with you to put out content that everybody likes, that everybody wants to see. So, thank you as always. Be nice to each other, love each other, and accept each other. Cheers.